Happy Sunday, everybody. Joanne wanted to ask me to do a video on how exactly I've lost the weight over the last year and a half. So I came into FuXion in December of 2015 in the U.S. and out of the gate, one of my goals was to lose weight because I heard these products were powerful and wanted to try them out. So what from a FuXion product standpoint, what I use is Flora Leave and Thermo T3. I don't think I've probably missed 2 or 3 days in the last year and a half of using those products. And my thinking is, and I'm not, nutritionist or doctor or anything like that, but what I've learned over the years is that if our guts are screwed up, bad bacteria, fecal matter, all that stuff, it's very hard to become efficient in burning fat. And the way I think about it is imagine those intestines just caked with, poop for all intents and purposes and other stuff. And the inability for the body to grab nutrients because there's so much caking going on. So what happens? Our bodies are malnourished. And what do we do when we're malnourished? We eat more. And for me, specifically sugar, because I know I can get that sugar energy, okay? My body's been running on sugar energy for years and years and years. So with that said, I ordered RGX-1 because RGX-1, and now we've transferred over to Prunex, which should do the same thing, just get rid of that gunk. I mean, just liquefy it and get it out. Okay, so that was the first step, RGX-1. At the same time, I started Flora Leave and Thermo T3. And I did one Flora Leave a day, 1 to 2 Thermo T3s a day. I still do that. The other weight loss products, I use no carb tea, and I believe that worked. I just, for whatever reason, I don't order it that much. The staples have been Flora Leave and Thermo T3. CNC Fit now, when we came out with that, I use that because it's like, if I can add a little green coffee bean into the body, which I've learned can burn visceral fat, the fat around our organs. So what I'm trying to do is attack the fat around the organs and then the superficial fat. And I do that with, the Thermo T3. But that CNC Fit has been a great product, right? So it took about 6 months to lose 60 pounds. And it's not that I only did FuXion products. I stopped eating so many carbs. And what I did is I specifically focused on doing carbs at dinner. And it probably should be backwards, start at breakfast and burn them throughout the day, but I like to have my carbs at night. Okay, I've got a little sweet tooth. So what I was doing was I was eating basically 100% protein until about 5 or 6, and then when we had dinner, I would have good carbs. And I always had a little carrot at the end of the day. I like granola and peanut butter. And if I could clean that out, the rest of the weight would drop off. But really watching my carbs, because my thinking is that if I can get the body into somewhat ketosis, and I would use ketone strips, okay, and you urinate on them and they tell you if you're into ketosis, which is dropping ketones, meaning you're burning fat. So I would, by 6, 7 o'clock at night, I would test myself and I'd be into slight ketosis, not full ketosis. What I've heard or learned is that it's not good for you. It's not good for the kidneys, okay? So slight ketosis. Now, for me, I stayed like that for about a year. And recently, in the last 6 months, I've had to adjust that because I was getting, my blood sugars levels were getting screwed up. Like I was dropping, my sugar levels were dropping. I'm doing a ton of yoga, hot yoga, and I just need to get more carbs. But what I introduced were good carbs during the day. So I might have a carrot, I might have an apple or something like that, right? So that was the second piece, is just looking at the nutrition. The third piece is, and I've always worked out. I'm a workoutaholic, right? Have always loved working out. But for, let's see, I don't know, 27, 28 years, I lift weights and I do an hour of cardio every single day, right? I'm OCD. You guys know that. Very much a creature of habit. And so the body gets used to it. Well, about a year before I got on the FuXion products, I started doing yoga because I've had a lot of back surgeries. I'm like, what am I doing all this high impact stuff? And got into yoga, started doing hot yoga, okay, and just getting that sweat out. And that was probably about 6 months because I was doing regular yoga. Then 6 months later, started doing hot yoga. Then about 6 months later, I introduced the FuXion products. So how does that fit in? The hot yoga, now, obviously, it's very challenging. You elongate your muscles. There's no more bulking up. But that sweating, that getting the toxins out. I don't know if this is for sure. This is what I'm thinking, is that the fat cells store toxins. And if we're not getting those toxins out, it seems like the fat cell would become inelastic or have some inability to really become efficient in burning. But when you get those toxins out and you're sweating it out, then you bring in the FuXion products. You got RGX-1 coming in, Vita Energy, and antioxidants, and just spilling that stuff out. My body began to change massively. Skin tone, hair, energy, the weight, obviously. It was just a whole combination, and has been and still is a whole combination of the FuXion products, adjusting my working out. I know people that have used the FuXion products, they've lost weight just by doing that. But if you want to really kick this thing's ass and get healthy, I want to be around for these guys. I want to be around another 45 years. I was not going to be there at 290 pounds. So why not introduce a exercise regime? Why not look at how we eat? And all of that combined can do amazing things. So I'll end it with this. I think this has been a pretty long, I don't know how long we're into it. This is that's at 290 pounds. I mean, hello, Big Ben. But now I'm about 235, 240. And I'd like to get another 20 down. It's a dialing in that last thing, my little carrot at the end of the day. And I've been trying to make it more healthy. Like I went from milk to almond milk and now to protein cashew milk, and it tastes awesome. Good granola. The peanut butter, that's where it gets me because I just love it. And so what ends up happening is I'm putting the same amount of calories into my body on a daily basis to maintain this weight. So if I cut 500 out a day, things would change. So anyways, I hope this helps, guys, because this has been a life changer for me. I mean, not only in longevity, but how I feel now, how I interact with my family, because I've got more energy. The whole point of FuXion is to help people have these experiences, right? So hopefully this helps you in your own belief. Hopefully it helps you in maybe something that you can adjust to get better results. But let's share the stuff. I mean, we got the ability to change a lot of people's lives and our own. So anyways, have a great Sunday, everybody. Hey, Trav. Hey, Amelia, how you doing? Good to see you guys. Later.